No intro necessary. What's up, guys? Now, this is unbelievable, man. This is unbelievable. I can't believe that we lose Chauncey Gardner Johnson. Wow. Wow, this one hurt. This one really hurt. I'm gonna be honest. Um, yo, what's up? What's up? What's up, J Rock? What's up, Thomas? What's up, Touch? Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate that, Touch. Bro, I can't believe it, man. I'm so shocked that we actually lost Chauncey. We actually lost Chauncey. Wow. That's you know who how did all of this even happen? How did this happen? It's I feel like this entire off season, just free agency for now as it relates to right now, it's a L. Free agency right now, it's a loss. We've taken L's. We've lost three free agents. Not signing Chauncey. Howie, what happened? Howie fumbled the bag. Howie fumbled the bag. There's no Chauncey Gardner Johnson signed for 1 year, 8 million with the Detroit Lions. We couldn't give him 8 million. We couldn't give Chauncey uh 10 million guaranteed. Like, come on, man. What's really going on here? How do you not sign Chauncey Gardner Johnson? I don't understand this. I really don't. What happened in negotiations to where you didn't want to give Chauncey 6 million a year? He signed. He got 1 year, 8 million, 6 million guaranteed with Detroit. We couldn't match that. We couldn't give a better offer. That's wild. That's wild. Chauncey is saying he's being blackballed. I don't know what's going on, bro. Is Chauncey Gardner Johnson being blackballed? Is he not worth more than 6 million a year? Howie, look, Howie, when you're wrong, you're wrong. This was bad. This was just a bad move. This was bad. This was bad business. Okay, this is bad business. The guy signed with of all teams. He went to the Detroit Lions. Terrible market out there. The market it's not as good as Philly. I mean, you chose Detroit over Philly. He chose Detroit over Philly. I'm gonna drop the link so you guys can call in. I'm gonna drop the link, man. There's the link. He chose, bro, 8 million a little. I heard a deal was 12 million for 3 years. He turned it down. Nah, it was no. I heard. See, this is all speculation right now, okay? But what I heard is it was 3 years, 24 million, but most of the guarantees was coming on the back end. Okay, Chauncey wanted his money. He wanted his money. He wanted guaranteed money. They chose to give him more on the back end. Okay, this look Howie. I don't know how Howie negotiates, but he has to be. He has to be a genius at it because, and he also picks it. He picks and chooses because okay, we know the market value for safeties aren't that good. Okay, we understand this. There's only like one who gets paid top money. All right. And just in general, based off the free agents that are, that were out, that was eligible for a contract in this year's free agency wasn't that high. So they kind of dictate the market for a free agent. when you hit free agency, the highest guy in free agency usually determines the market. Well, with the safety market, it was Jesse Bates, and Jesse Bates didn't get a lot of money either. And he's a solid, he's a really solid safety. Now is we don't need him. Look, okay, now look, man. Everybody was just talking about how important Chauncey Gardner Johnson is to the defense. We were just talking about, hey, we have to sign him, number one priority. Now it's, oh, we don't need him. Come on, man, cut it out. Like, seriously, don't look when a player leave, I'm done with him, bro. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. You're a bum. Goodbye. Okay, that's how I feel about just about every player, because you're not an ego anymore. You're not an ego anymore. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and root for you. No, it's all about the name on the hat, not about the name on the back of the jersey. It's all about the Philadelphia Eagles. So when the player leave, you're a bum. Goodbye. You're a bum. I don't rock with you anymore. You know, on as it relates to on the field, I'm not going to root for you. Okay, with with Chauncey, this was just bad business by Howie. We got Justin Evans. Yeah, I seen it. I seen it. Um, but I mean, eventually you're gonna. So what? You're not. Let's say Justin Evans performs. You're not gonna pay him. I mean, come on, man. We at some point, right? You have to pay players for their production. You have to pay players for their production eventually. He said goodbye, CJ Bum. We have yeah, I know we have pieces. Okay. I would have liked to kept Chauncey Gardner Johnson. I like Reed Blankenship. Look, don't get me wrong, guys. It's not the end of the world because uh we lost CJ Gardner Johnson at all. But trying to replace a guy like that, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like um, it wasn't this bad. It was you didn't hear no disrespect from about Chauncey Gardner Johnson. You know, so I mean, people are upset that he left, but this one isn't his fault, bro. Hear me out. Chauncey Gardner Johnson leaving is not his fault. It's not his fault. You can't pay the man $8 million a year. You can't pay Chauncey Gardner Johnson $8 million a year. Can we you can't, you refuse to. Unacceptable. 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 Unacceptable, bro. I understand the market. Okay. The market is the market. Okay. But all right. I pinned a tweet if you guys want to call in and chop it up. It's I still love CJ. Don't like saying that. I don't like saying that. Look, Reed, is Reed Blankenship season? I mean, I don't think he's going to start. I don't think Reed Blankenship is going to start. Um, we have JB Slay and Real. Okay, I read that one. Okay, Darrell Reeves is one of the only players outside Philly I love. Um, we got Justin Evans. That's what's up, man. See, but how he figured out, you know, he can go pluck away corners and former safeties or defensive backs from the Saints. Malcolm Jenkins was from the Saints. Chauncey Gardner Johnson was from the Saints. If you would like a if you want to go trade and grab you a DB, you go holler at the Saints. Okay, that seems to be the wave. I don't they just produce a lot of solid guys at that position. Um, if you want to call in, you gotta have a profile picture, or I gotta see your face, bro. Uh, Um, we don't need him. I disagree with that. How much should we pay for a mid-tier safety? Nothing. I mean, based on the market, I mean, 2 or 3 million, 2 or 3 million. For a mid-tier, yeah, about mid-tier, I'll say 4. I'll say 3 to 4 million. I'll say three to. He say new op pack. New op pack is gas or what? Yeah, he's an op now, but look, he's definitely an op. Like, but here's the thing, Howie. I don't like how Howie went about any of this, man. I really don't. I feel like you bring him back. That's my only thing, man. I already unfollowed him, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Cause like I only follow Eagles players. I like all former players. I don't follow any. It's just it's just player because I'm not trying to follow everybody. So I mean, just draft a safety at this point or wait for. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know because I don't trust Howie drafting defensive backs. I don't trust Howie drafting defensive backs. Defensive backs. He probably couldn't hurt have to get paid. Nah, he still could have. He could have figured it out. He could have figured it out. He definitely could have figured it out some way somehow. Yeah, we just signed a safety. I'm not even gonna act like I'm I know exactly who this guy is. Hey, if you guys want to call in, the link is in the description. Eagles did not match the offer, which was cheaper than what they offered him before in Detroit. She said Eagles did not match the offer, which was cheaper than what they. How he screwed this up. No, and I don't think anyone's gonna. I don't think anyone is going to acknowledge that. I don't think anyone is going to acknowledge the fact that Howie is a culprit here. Howie is a culprit. Okay. What makes me angry is the games he was playing. What kind of games he was playing? Chauncey was trying to get paid, bro. I don't think that's considered playing games, bro. He want his money, man. He wants his money. I would see if look, bro. I would see if the price range, if it was some crazy, uh, uh, if it was like a wild number. It was right there. It was there. 6 million a year. CJ is Brian Dawkins 2.0. Yeah, without the hard hitting. He's not that guy though. Who's not that guy? He's worth 10 million. Chauncey's definitely worth 10 million. I'll give him 10 million a year. I would definitely give Chauncey 10 million a year. And what position you think we're drafting with our first pick? We'll have to go. We'll have to go edge, D line, or defensive back. That it's obvious that's really the only two. You go D line, uh, or defensive back. Yeah, he's willing to hit. I would say that he's willing to hit. Um, He wanted Bates money, and I wouldn't mind giving him Bates. I would have gave him 10 mil a year. I would have given him 10 mil. Again, this is Howie. Howie really screwed this up. There's okay, don't get me wrong, and Howie we trust. Okay. And Howie we trust. Um, and Howie we trust. We need Carter. Yes, that's facts. We need Carter, for sure. But I can't. This doesn't sit well with me at all. It does not sit well. Chauncey was there for the taking. So what's the contingency plan? What does Howie have up his sleeve? Is the question. What does Howie have up his sleeve? So if you guys hit the link and you want to come chop it up with me, you have to have a camera. I have to make sure I have to see who's coming on. Okay. Uh you have to have your camera on. That's the only stipulation if you want to come chop it up. Um Maybe a safety. Yeah, that's why I mean defensive back, cornerback, safety, or you go D line, which is edge or interior. We need Brian Branch at 31. He played nickel for 4 years. Don't trust Howie no more. This was a screw up. As great as Howie has been, this is an L. Okay. Howie's making too many mistakes right now. Whoa, how many mistakes has Howie made? We on Howie tail, huh? Are we on Howie head, right? Let's get on Howie head. Let's talk Howie. Okay, because Howie Roseman, he's been kind of fraudulent lately. Okay. He's been kind of fraudulent. All right. Um, some of these guys he's choosing to pay, I understand, but Fletcher Cox, 10 million a year, you couldn't take a pay cut. Jason Kelsey is the highest paid center at 14 million. Okay. On a 1 year deal, you're making 14 million. We have your replacement, Jason Kelsey. You couldn't take a pay cut. You couldn't take 12, Jason. You can take a 2 million pay. You had to be the highest paid center. Darius Slay, you want new money now? Like, come on, man. Okay. Jason Kelsey's contract was up, but Slay, you was still Darius Slay was under contract. I just feel like a lot of these guys he's overpaying for, and he's picking and choosing. But you keep Chauncey, bro. You keep Chauncey. You keep Chauncey. Some of these guys could have definitely taken a pay cut. Um, you can't keep him. He said not too great offer, and you have to sign others to fill holes. No, he should have been a number one priority. He should have been a number one priority. He should have already been signed. I'm done with the NFL. So WWE, the Eagles got robbed, so the NFL can showcase his next face and say, "How he's doing a great job." I mean, nah, no, there's still room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. Why do we sign Slay to a 3-year deal? He said no to 12 million a year. He did not say. So you think okay, so you think Chauncey would say no to a 12 million? That's wrong. That's false. That's false. He did not say no to 12 million. He did not say no to 12 million. Okay, so you guys are telling me he said no to 12 million a year to go sign for 8. Makes no sense, okay? Makes no sense. This one's on Howie. We cannot sit here and try to blame Chauncey Gardner Johnson. This one is on Howie, okay? This one is on Howie. I honestly think Chauncey, he's like, okay, I'm trying to get the most money possible. Uh and his the market value for his safety is not too good. It's pretty bad, you know. Dude plays with a chip on his shoulder. Um and he wants his respect. And part of earning your respect is, you know, being one of the highest paid at your position. He's not that, and that's what Chauncey wants, his respect. So now he's going on a 1-year prove it deal. Okay. And he wants to prove to everybody that he is the top safety and he should be paid like a top safety. Now this is a huge risk for him because he has to perform. He can get injured, he can get hurt, and God forbid. And you know, now it's his market is his value is depleted at this point. So this is very risky what he's doing. But if he goes out and balls like a maniac and has the same year as this year, lead the league in interceptions, he's going to get paid. Same thing with Jesse Bates. They didn't want to pay Jesse Bates. He had to go out. They're making these safeties work for a contract. Being a safety is kind of like being a running back in the NFL as far as market value is actually concerned. Um, we got Greedy Williams. Yeah, we got Greedy Williams. Bro, the agent lost his bread. Man, his agents work for him. So nah, that's another rumor. Bro, the content that I'm seeing, bro, it's a lot of BS. All right, now everybody's gonna gang up on we're gonna blame his agent. We're gonna say he's greedy. We're gonna say when this is really Howie Roseman. This is really Howie Roseman's fault. That's it. Howie made a mistake. That's fine. But overall, he's been great. But Howie Roseman made a mistake with, playing this game with Chauncey Gardner Johnson, where you should have just re-signed him. Okay, you could have offered him, just give him a contract, bro. Just give him his money. I know what he's worth. Just the market value may not show that, but I mean, maybe they think this guy is replaceable, which most guys are. In our scheme, with the talent we have, he can be replaced. So I'm not even really worried too much about that. I just hate how the narrative is flowing regarding, he's not really that good, or most of his interceptions was because of the D line, which is fair, which is true. I've pointed that out weeks ago. But yet and still, if Chauncey Gardner Johnson did something that was foul, if Chauncey Gardner Johnson went about his business in a way that I personally didn't agree with, I would have felt some type of way. I would have felt, it would have, it wouldn't have sat well with me, knowing that seeing what he signed for is wild, bro. It's wild. So you're telling me, okay, Howie Roseman, you're telling me that you could not sign Chauncey Gardner Johnson for 6 million a year. Not even, not even 6 million. You couldn't sign Chauncey for 10 million a year? Give him 10. I would prefer Chauncey back. I would have preferred Chauncey Gardner Johnson over James Bradbury. Okay, and James Bradbury is making more than that. I would have paid Chauncey. Chauncey would have been the first guy I went and signed. Right? He was no. He was not offered 12. That was on the back end. That was on the back end. Again, nobody really knows. This is what I'm hearing, okay? Uh, and I use extremely accurate sources. That money he was gonna get that money on year 3, year 2. They backloaded the contract. It wasn't 12 million a year, bro. He was not offered 12 million a year. Is any hopes that he'll return? I doubt it. I doubt it. Because if he plays well, he's gonna want any even more. Yeah, I think that's over. He said he was the first offer. The first offer wasn't the last offer, bro. Wait, what? That's a different contract. That was the second deal. What am I talking about? It was the second deal. So that was their second offer. That was the second offer. Okay, so okay, that was the second offer. The second offer was what was the second offer? What was this first offer and what was the second offer? And I'm explaining to you why it doesn't matter. His second offer was after no other team offered more. Okay, Eagles made a multi-year offer to keep Gardner Johnson at the beginning of free agency, which he didn't accept. What was that offer? 12 million for 3 years. Okay, that's okay. That was his number. Okay. Okay. He wanted 12 million for 3 years. Repack is illegal in Detroit. Okay, so his that's what he wants. He wants 12 million. He think he's worth 12 million a year. Okay, first was 12 million 3 years. I'm giving him that. I'm giving that to him. I will have gave that to him. You played with him and he left. Nah, he wanted more than 12. Okay, all right. Okay. Bottom line is you pay him, you let James Bradbury go, you draft a corner, and you draft a corner, right? You let Bradbury walk and you sign Chauncey. They played with him. They didn't want to give him the 12 million a year. How we thought it was sweet. How we thought, yeah, how we play this, but this is what happens in free agents. In free agency, you play that type of game. Yeah, but look what happened to him. Look what happened to who? But did the Lions give him the Lions gave him 6 million a year for 1 year. So he took a prove it deal. He's like, I'm gonna show you guys I'm worth 12 million. So he could prove his worth. And how he might resign how after free agency, how he might, okay, you was worth it. Here's the money. He's on a prove it deal. He took the prove it deal to show what he's worth. 1 year 6 mil. He get 1 year 8 million, 6 years fully guaranteed. I guess the other two would be with like incentives as far as performance based incentives. Exactly. He should get paid like a corner. He should get paid like a corner. They didn't offer him 12. All right, look, okay, nobody. Honestly, you know what's so funny? This is all speculation. Nobody really knows. There's just leaks. Well, we won't find out until. I mean, all of this is all speculation. There's no hard. proof or evidence, bro. So this is really just speculation. He didn't. No, no. He bet on himself. That's what he did. He bet on himself. Chauncey bet on himself. Exactly. He should be paid like a corner. See, Samuel, he should not. He only played safety for 1 year. He's not even a safety. You have to pay him as a corner. You have to pay him as a corner. They don't want to pay him as a corner. He got slot money. Look, I think he should be paid the high. Okay. He plays safety, but he also plays a nickel. He plays coverage. Teams have to pay you for that. You know, so what they'll do is they'll try to marginalize you and put you at the position that pays the least. He has 6 INTs as a safety, and this is like in only five games or so. I'll tell you what, the Detroit Lions have just gotten a whole lot better. The Detroit Lions have just gotten a whole lot better. Okay, they're a really good team right now. Look, I'm giving listen. I'm giving Chauncey 12 million a year, and I'm not signing James Bradbury back. I'm going to get a young corner in the draft, but I'm not. I'm going to pay Chauncey. I'm gonna pay Chauncey that he would have honestly been my number one priority. He got the picks off of the scheme. I mean, but he had to be in position, to make those. The scheme didn't have him actually catch those balls. It was his hands. It was his talent. He was in the he was in the right position. Corner safety facts. I mean, everybody ate off the scheme. Jalen Hurts, Darius Slay, everybody. They made each other better. I wouldn't say it's the scheme. It's just the players around them. It's not the scheme. The scheme is pretty trash. Uh, yeah, and he missed 10 games in the last 2 seasons. I think he injury prone. Yikes. Chauncey Corner Johnson fumbled the bag. But at the same time, the best season was this season. Let Reed wait. He said let Reed play. Fuck the CJ. Yeah, I'm all in on Reed. I don't even think he's going to start. He's not even going to play. Reed Reed Blankenship is not going to. He's not getting that starting job at safety. They're going to upgrade. They're going to upgrade. Reed is not going to be a starter at safety. Hopefully, it's an open competition. That's the most you can ask for. Reed Pack is illegal in Detroit. That's the most you really can ask for is that uh they let him compete. They let him compete for a starting position. Reed is a dog. That's my boy. Reed has to start. They're not just going to give him the position. Uh they're going to bring somebody else in, bro. They're going to bring somebody else in. They're going to bring somebody else in um and hopefully they let it should be an open competition at safety, in my opinion. Yeah, he played amazing. He played amazing. He picked off Aaron Rodgers in a Sunday night game. Uh and he made Debo Samuel fumble. He forced a fumble and recovered a fumble in an NFC championship game. So I would definitely look at Reed Blankenship as a potential starter. Um, but you just can't give him the job. He has to go earn it. They're gonna bring someone else in. Uh, but Chauncey should have been signed. Chauncey Gardner Johnson should have been signed day one. He should have been signed after Chauncey should have been the first guy. I mean, but I guess they just really don't prioritize safeties. They don't really prioritize. They don't hold it to that high of a regard. So it's a bit unfortunate, bro. I mean, everybody wanted Chauncey back for the most part, and it just didn't play out that way. Around this time, cap space last year, I'm not sure, bro. Honestly, I think we just and we also signed a we just signed a guy, Justin. Um, Chauncey Gardner says we switch up quick. Justin Evans, 27 years old, 6 feet, 199 pounds, second round pick in 2017. Played 92% of snaps in 2018. Uh, Missed 3 seasons with an Achilles injury. You missed 3 seasons for one Achilles injury? Played 39% of snaps for Saints last season. Played in slot free safety last year. This dude missed 3 seasons with a Achilles. Bro, yeah, this again, the moves are not impressive to me at all. You just try to replace the guys you lost, really, and you're not even replacing them. You're just creating depth. Okay, so you bring in all these guys off 1 year deals for depth, and you let them go down the road. You let them go down the road after that 1 year, you know, and you try to replace the guys you lost, and you replace them. And Achilles a bad injury. Yeah, it is. I know it's one of the worst injuries to have as an athlete. When I smoke Hargrave, who I smoke CJ, who I smoke, definitely, bro. We need depth. I mean, but we need depth, but we also have to replace. I think we need to replace Javon Hargrave, and we need to replace Chauncey Gardner Johnson, and you add depth, and you bring it back. You replace what you've lost in the draft, which really is only Chauncey and Javon Hargrave. You replace those two guys, uh, and we're in great shape. Just continue to build depth. I still think we're fine. I still think we're fine. CJ Mid Gardner. Whoa, he said, yeah, I don't know, bro. You said DT at 10, right tackle at 30, running back at 62, free agent safety. I don't know about that. Oh, Gonzalez, nah, not Gonzalez, not with Slayton. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. It has to be the Carter or Gonzalez. Brian Brees at 10. Why would we get a cornerback at 10? I mean, because we don't have. I mean, we only have Bradbury, and Darius Slay is old, and this is a really deep class at corner. It's a safe pick. It's a position of need. It'll be a position of need pretty soon. Oh yeah, I'm definitely finna get on him, bro. I'm definitely finna talk my talk. I'm definitely finna talk my talk. Maddox, yep. What about Maddox? We should get Benji. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I know one thing for sure. Uh let's go over why didn't the Eagles that why didn't the Eagles value Chauncey Gardner Johnson um enough to make sure he would stay with the Philadelphia Eagles? Okay. We can talk about some negatives, okay? Me personally, I think Howie screwed this up. Period. Howie screwed it up, okay? But at the same time, let's look at it, let's analyze Chauncey Gardner Johnson. All right. The first thing, okay, I've said this weeks ago. Most of his interceptions, two or three that I counted, was from either the one was from the pass rush, two was from the pass rush, uh, due to Brandon Graham. One was a tip from James Bradbury. Another one was a tip um from the linebacker. I can't think of the linebacker. TJ Edwards. One of the tips was from TJ Edwards. Um, and the other two, yeah, most of them, all of the one, even the one in the Texas game, was a Brandon Graham pressure. Uh, he didn't have one in Detroit. The one against the Cardinals was just an overthrow. But I mean, it wasn't the bottom line. He got him. I don't want to discredit the interceptions, but the interceptions, it can be a little misleading. Okay, that was due to pressure and tip balls. All right, that's the one thing. Number two, distraction. You're vlogging at the Super Bowl. Okay, you're vlogging at the Super Bowl. Just distractions, man. Stuff like your car being stolen. Um, I just think teams don't want to pay this guy. I think I feel like they feel as though once he get paid, he's gonna just crash out type of thing, right? Um, I think it's a character. I think it's some of his character that the NFL does not, you know, really like about this guy, man. If I'm being quite blunt, because even with New Orleans, uh there was a lot of talk about his behavior there, but he's never, then the whole Meek Mill Dream Chaser tied in with, rappers, or I'm telling you, bro, those kind of things, people see that, and they may begin to look at you differently when they say, okay, his car is getting stolen after a game. Um, he's hanging out with rappers. Stuff like this all goes into play, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's kind of weird. Let's all be real. We all said he was the most important player to bring back, and I'm still saying he was the most important player. We've all said it. We've all been saying he's the most important player. Not okay, not everybody, of course, but everybody knows he was a high priority. Okay, but there is a disconnect between the fans and the guys who are actually uh running the NFL, who's actually paying the money for these players. There's a disconnect that, it's a gap. We are just fans. We're reacting off passion. But behind the scenes, these owners, bro, they're gonna find a way to bring your market value down so they don't have to pay you. Uh and I don't know, man. I don't know how, if Chauncey Gardner Johnson gets paid, it's going to be well earned because they don't want to pay him. We should trade for Austin Eckler. I've been hearing that a lot. I don't think it'll happen. Listen, guys. There's not going to be any big moves this free agency. If you think you're gonna see any splashes, no. You're gonna see bargain 1 year deals. That's it. That's all we're getting with guys with major injury concerns. Okay, we're getting a lot of guys that's riddled with injuries. That's it. We're just getting a lot of injury prone guys right now. Greedy Williams, the running back Rashad Penny, uh, Justin Evans. We're that it's just a bunch of injury. Evans is a baller. Let Howie cook. I mean, he missed 3 seasons with a Achilles. So 3 seasons with an Achilles. Lamar Jackson at running back, that'll go crazy. Imagine a running back that can actually throw like that, man. That'll be wild. Uh Bargain bin shopping. That's exactly what's going on. And look, everything, look, the fantasy world, you guys, school reward. Look, the big flashes that you guys think are gonna happen, look, that's not a thing every year, okay? Uh it happened last year, worked out well. Right now, we can't afford any splash signings. I think free agency for us is bargain bin shopping, trying to find guys that fit. That's really about it, man. It's nothing, and that's all it's going to be. We don't need. First off, we don't have the money to get any of these players right now. Uh, we just don't have the money. We're not paying these guys, these high end guys. This is cheap 1 year deals. Okay. I'm not impressed with any of these free agent signings, man. I want to hype them up, but I'm just not impressed. We're losing free agency right now. You understand that? We've lost in free agency. Okay. Don't get me wrong, all of these guys are replaceable. Uh these these I mean team players are replaceable, but it is what it is. Um we've lost 10 free agents. You know, 4 or 5 what were are starters. So we're definitely losing here in free agency, man. We still got a lot of work to do. When you lose that many starters, he said, "Be right back. Going to watch." Who is that? I never heard of him. Uh, when you lose that many players, starters, yeah, we're behind in free agency. We're behind right now, but we're in good shape. But we're still in good shape. We're still in good shape, man. We're still in good shape. Howie just got a lot of work to do, and the Chauncey thing probably was like casualties of war. It was one of those things that he screwed up. Okay, that's part of it. That's part of it. That's just part of the game, man. You gotta. It's a casualty of war. It's a casualty of war. Um. So yeah, we're not. We lose. Losing Javon Hargrave sucked. But again, it's like, can you replace so many players, so many starters with a new system, with a new? Fortunately, we have Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts just alleviates all of this headache somehow as the quarterback. It's weird. So we're fine. We have our quarterback. We have our offense. But defense, and we lost Isaac Samola. We lost Isaac, our starting right guard. We lost our starting right guard. The team as a whole. The team as a whole, we have work to do. We just lost our starting right guard. We lost our starting safe. Both of our listen, guys. We lost our starting right guard. We lost both of our safeties. We lost our starting linebacker. Um, we lost our backup quarterback. We lost our offensive coordinator, our defensive coordinator, our linebackers coach. Like, it's so much, bro. Like, yeah, look, bro. But still, it's not as sometimes it's not as simple when you're building a team and you're losing. It's so many moving parts. You want continuity, you want chemistry, you want things to be, you want as least change as possible while continuing to grow and get better and elevate. Okay. Defensively, this is, I mean, dog. We look, I feel like we're in good shape. Okay. But when you lose so many pieces, you have your work cut out. We have our work cut out, and so far, I feel like we're behind. The Chauncey Gardner John losing Chauncey Gardner Johnson set us back. We're in perfect shape until we lost Chauncey. We're a step behind in free agency. We're a couple steps back by losing Chauncey, and anyone saying we're not, they're not being truthful with you. See, he said all the stuff you named is the reason we lost. The reason we lost the Super Bowl, and there. I mean, I ain't gonna blame. I'm not gonna place blame or do any of that. Blame what with new coordinators, bro. Like it's just I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but Chauncey leaving hurts the team, bro. We have no safeties. I love Reed Blankenship, but he can't cover. Marcus Epps, bad in coverage. We need this the safety position can literally destroy your entire defense if you don't got it set up properly. Because you got to be able to cover tight ends and running backs and slots. Well, you got a slot corner, but I mean we only Avonte Maddox it plays nickel. If he's hurt, then what? At least Chauncey can come down and play nickel. Find that these guys are rare, and if we do not figure this out as safety, bro, like because if you look at it, anytime we've been good, we've had a safety. When we've been great, we've always had a safety. Come on, bro. I'm not panicking. I'm just saying that we were in great shape until we lost Chauncey. Uh, for some of the OGs who've been fans for quite some time, the Philadelphia Eagles are at their best when they have a great safety play. Every year we've had great safety play. We've been to the Super Bowl and we made playoff runs. We need safeties, bro. It's one of those positions. I'm being honest. He has it's coverage. It's a coverage thing. You have to scheme him. He's young. He was undrafted, bro. He has a lot of work to do. He has a lot of work to do. I'm not just going to anoint the guy but I like him, but he has work to do. I'm going to be honest. I'm just not going to be biased. And every time, man, when I look at these guys who we bring in, I'm just not impressed, but I understand, also understand it. Also understanding I understand the nature of the business. You know, Gannon blitz rate was 9%. It's 22. The average rate is we winning right now. We're winning just based off the fact that we're gonna blitz. that we're gonna bring pressure. Brian Branch. I'm hearing a lot of Brian Branch. Or CJ's replacement. You got to get somebody to replace CJ. Hopefully there's somebody in the draft that's worth the number 10. If not, you can trade back and go get a safety. I don't know, man. I'll stay at 10 and get whatever the best is available. Uh, and maybe I don't know, bro, but this left a hole. We have no safety depth. Kayvon Wallace and Reed Blankenship is currently our starters at safety. Tell me you're not concerned. But okay, he also looked good in college, and he also looked good in New Orleans, and he also looked good in Philly. He's looked good everywhere he's went. He's been good. He's been pretty amazing his entire career. Like, come on, bro. Don't tell me this was like this one is wild, bro. This one is worse than Darius Slay right now. Because with Darius Slay, I understood Darius Slay's the thing with Darius Slay. He was just older, and we could have gotten younger in the draft, and I trolled Darius Slay too, possibly leaving. But with Chauncey, I can't after seeing his contract, seeing what he wanted, and not bringing him back is wild to me. Like how he took a L, bro. How he took a L. You like how he took a L in this one. But it is what it is. I feel like we'll be fine, but we have a lot of work to do, and we're definitely behind. We're definitely behind. This one set us back. We have no starting safeties. We have no starting safeties. All right, appreciate you for coming through, Touch. Evans only know they're being Evans only known for being flunge with karma. Yeah, that's wild, bro. Nobody really knows. All right, bro. All right, Touch. See you. Nobody knows what he wanted. It's all speculation and it's all rumors. Now, what's going to happen is teams are going to start. There's going to be a lot of rumors or false narratives since he left. Oh, he couldn't do this. Oh, he couldn't do that. That's wild to me, bro. That's really wild. But I get it. Which is fair. Maybe that's just how people feel. They feel like, he wasn't really all of that. It's just the scheme, and stuff was just falling to you, bro. But it was though we were look, it was amazing to me, bro. Everybody was big on Chauncey. Everybody like Chauncey has to be back. We have to sign him to a deal. We wanted him to get paid, bro. We would have been fine with him getting a big deal. He like this is I'm it's crazy, bro. It's crazy to me. I ain't gonna say Reed's better than Chauncey. Do we get a comp pick? I'm not sure if we get a comp pick. That's a great question. Uh, but we have like 3 third-round picks, 2 second-round picks next year. We got a first. We got like 5 fifths. Dog. I don't know about that. I don't know if he declined 12 million a year for 3 years. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. I know they finna. We're gonna figure it out. And I want to hear it out the horse's mouth himself. I want to hear Chauncey say it. He's going to talk about it. I know he is. He said I played safety. CJ was a good safety and would get better, and he was gonna keep getting better, man. He's gonna keep getting better. Uh, let's see, 3 year, 12 million. If he didn't want that, what did he want? 3 years. I would have paid him. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's young. He's only getting better. I would have paid him, bro. And I wouldn't have brought James. I would have chose Chauncey over. Who would you guys have chose? Chauncey or Bradbury? Would you have chose Chauncey Gardner Johnson over Bradbury? Be honest. Would you have chose Chauncey Gardner Johnson over James Bradbury? I'm pretty sure we all would have. But this is unbelievable, man. This is unbelievable. Uh this is wild. But it is what it is, man. It's interesting to see what the Eagles have in store in the future. And it's just getting started. It's just getting started. Don't expect any flash plays. I mean, and flash pickups, splash pickups. Um, Chauncey Gardner Johnson, we should have signed him. We should have gave him. We should have signed him. This one hurts. We're a step back in free agency. We've lost 10 free agents so far. Four of these guys were starters, if I'm not mistaken, four or five. Uh, Lost the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. We are clearly behind here, guys. Uh, and the Chauncey Gardner Johnson, not signing Chauncey did that. You know, put us behind, but we still got work to do. We have our offense is intact, so that's always a great thing. We have a great offense, so hey, I'm looking forward to see what happens, man. I appreciate you guys coming in the stream. I'll try to do this every day, every other day. I'll get up with you guys later. Peace.